Hi, I'm David Norris, and I'm serving up the perfect podcast, Pompey Platter with Russ, Daz and Haz. Play up, Pompey!
Murphy scores! A magnificent goal! That's just wonderful from Josh Murphy! Shaughnessy, great saving! Shaughnessy at the near post! Chance for Colby Bishop over the goalkeeper, off the post and into the back of the net! Colby Bishop! Lang's got his fourth! A fourth for Callum Lang!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Pompey Platter podcast, season 2, episode 34, referee crucified by the Fratton faithful. As always, I'm joined by Haz and Daz. How are we, boys? Good Easter?
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Lots of eggs? I don't mean your head.
Yeah, had a couple of Easter eggs. Got to.
I got a huge one at like a knockdown price on Easter. What was it, after the Pompey game actually? So I was very happy.
Yeah, we did the same. Go and get it half price. Happy days.
Well, you must get some money off anyway, wouldn't you?
I was going to say, surely you get it for like 50p anyway.
Oh, got to get it on the cheap and then with the discount. I'm not made of money.
Haz is walking out. This cost me 10p.
Well, a widescreen TV.
Yeah. If only, eh?
Oh, that would be good.
Right, so today's episode we're going to look back at the 2 games over Easter, and then we're going to review Middlesbrough away on Saturday and then Ipswich at home on the Tuesday.
That's if it happens.
Yes, I'm predicting rain.
I reckon it'll be too hot.
I mean, it's actually meant to be raining quite.
Could you imagine?
It's meant to be raining all weekend.
Ground's too hard.
Yeah.
We've had we've had frost and snow, then we had rainfall, so it's got to be like 45 degrees at like 8 o'clock at night, so we can't play down.
Ground's like concrete; it's too dangerous to play in. And then we will have Daz's darts. I assume you haven't said that we haven't.
Nah, it's all good.
And Harry's Who Am I?
Indeed. We got a lot to cover tonight, so let's get going.
Yeah, well, we'll start from the beginning, which is always good to do, and that's away at Carroll Road. Pompey drew 1-1 with Norwich. Me and Haz and my dad got together and watched the game on Sky.
Where was my invite?
Where was your invite?
Sorry, you picked your own. You picked your own flesh and blood over us, so that's your choice.
Yeah.
Imagine doing that.
Exactly.
I had a couple of lovely pints in the Newcombe Arms.
Yeah, very nice. Game, maybe not so much. It was a bit boring, wasn't it? Let's be honest. If I probably went in a pub, it'd be one of those where I probably ended up on my phone most of the game. But we were all expecting a loss. Pompey came away with a win. I wish they had. It was a draw.
What were you watching? A repeat of last year?
Yeah, wrong game. But a good point. Maybe a bit fortunate, but it's about time. Because there was one point, Haz, so I'm going to come to you first. So in the pub, we obviously watching the game on the other screen. They had whatever it's called now, Gillette Soccer, is it still called?
Soccer Saturday.
Soccer Saturday. And they were showing you all the other games and their goals as they're going in. And we were watching lucky goal for all the teams around us after lucky goal after lucky goal. And we were just like, fuck me, we're done. And then after Matteson scored, is Matteson his name, isn't it? No.
Matson.
It is Matson, yeah. Scored, it just looked like the writing was on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, we were watching Preston literally gift 2 goals to Leicester, and you're there going like, what the fuck are we doing? Hull, again, kind of gave away. Well, Oxford got the penalty. We both watched it and thought it was quite fortunate. And then and West Brom 2-2 draw with Wrexham. I think West Brom winning at one point as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
No? Yeah, they were 2-0
Yeah,
up.
2-0 up, yeah.
So we were there at half-time thinking, fuck it. This is the way it's going. We're 1-0 down. Pretty much everybody else is getting a result. And it wasn't looking good, especially, Blackburn beat Birmingham as well. I know that was in the second half. But it was still before our equaliser, and you're thinking, this is not the weekend that we needed at all. This is not the game week we needed. But although the game wasn't amazing and we weren't great, I think we did fairly well in limiting Norwich, bearing in mind, I think they are top of the table since Philippe Clement took over, if not their second. So they are definitely, we've discussed the fact that they were down there with us and changed manager and got Philippe Clement in, and since January, and they've made a few signings, they've kind of just rocketed to the moon almost. So the fact that they've been so good and they beat Millwall at the weekend, and that's a Millwall that just gone and beat Middlesbrough, so you've kind of a run-on effect of games. A point and restricting them to only 6 shots and 2 on target was pretty good, considering they've been scoring 2 or 3 goals in pretty much every game leading up to this. And the most important thing, which we've kind of said multiple times, the home and away this year, is when we have gone 1-0 down, and in the first half, what was it, 26 minutes, we've let games go. We've let our heads drop. We've let them go and get 2 and potentially 3, potentially even before half time. And we didn't do that. We stuck at it. We grew back into the game. Before the first half finished, we had a nice bit of momentum, kind of around the half an hour mark after they scored. And we didn't let them kind of run away with it, which we've done so many times this year. And we've stuck at it. And luckily in the second half, I think Regan Paul probably would have scored anyway. But it was nice of Pele Matson to think he was wearing a Pompey shirt despite never actually doing it, and scoring an own goal for us, which was a great free kick from Dazzla. He made a real difference coming off the bench. Obviously, we didn't think he would be there. It was a good flick on from Colby with the initial first contact. And it was a great own goal by Pele Matson. And by that point, we were just praying that we held on. But we did, and we know it all surpassed our expectations. We kind of all said we were going to lose, didn't we? So
yeah, it was one of them where if we got anything from the game, happy days. Daz, just to go over the goals, I would say there's probably multiple issues with the goal we conceded, but it wasn't actually until I watched it back, I didn't really notice it at the time, how poor Ali was for the goal. And just that he had the ball, lost it, and couldn't be bothered to go and win the ball back. And then because of that, it then drew the midfield over, which then caused the massive gap to the point where he took a massive touch. And any other time, someone's there to just do fit away. But this time, unfortunately, and I think Jojo slipped at the same time, and it was just a catalogue of errors again.
Yeah, it was a very unfortunate goal because, as you said, like Ali, I think Ali's the main protagonist with it all, that he sort of doesn't do enough and then sort of gives up, and then the whole sort of moment after that just opens up because you've got players obviously go in one direction, and then once the ball goes in another, there's not a lot they can do about it. I mean, it looked quite odd. I think it was Chaplin and Gustavo that were on the edge of the box. I think it's Gustavo. And it kind of looked like they kind of crossed each other and completely missed Matson. But then when you actually look it back a couple of times, it's actually quite understandable. Again, it's just momentum, and they wouldn't have got to him anyway. I think the only way they would have got to him was giving away a foul, whether that was in the box or not. And then obviously, because it's quite a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity, whether one of them would have got sent off or not is another thing. But yeah, it was just a really unfortunate goal, and I think a goal that was sort of definitely we could have done better with, mainly because of Ali and sort of his sort of losing the ball in the area that he did, and then not sort of put enough effort into potentially sort of correcting his mistake. But the thing is, with that, especially with that first half, I was very frustrated because, don't get me wrong, I don't think we played particularly well, but also at the same time, Norwich didn't play particularly well. But I think we got ourselves in a number of good opportunities where we were in and around their box, or when we broke on them. But one poor pass, one poor sort of control, and everything like that. I think there must have been about 2 or 3 opportunities where we had really good opportunities, and that one pass or that one bad control just absolutely done us. And yeah, I think personally, the way the game went, and I'm not saying we played well. I'm not saying they played well either. But I think a draw, if we'd have been maybe 5 or 10% better, we could have come away with 3 points. To be honest, I think maybe that's a reflection on what they were like, rather than how good we were when we weren't really that good at all.
A couple of performances I want to highlight for both one of you to answer, and that's LaRue and Jojo. I saw a little bit of stick about Jojo, which threw me a little bit because I actually thought he had a good game.
Well, if you actually look on FOTMOB, he actually gets man of the match.
I thought, other than the slip for the goal, which I don't think would have made any difference even if he stayed on his feet.
No.
Have you been running,
he had
Russ?
a really good game. Huh?
Have you been running? You're out of breath.
Yeah, I'm running.
Just back from Andy Moon's house.
Yeah, I'm running. And then LaRue, who we thought has, didn't we, that at half time wasn't quite working. But then second half, he stepped up, and I thought he was actually unlucky to not get a game on Monday.
Yeah, I think the first half he looked like a player that hadn't played since January. Obviously, the last time he played was against Arsenal in the FA Cup. So he looked like a player that hadn't played for a few months, been a bit rusty. But I think he grew into the game. I don't think he did a lot amazingly, but I don't think he did anything wrong either. So you kind of look in and go, well, he put a solid probably 6 out of 10. Didn't pull up any trees, but wasn't at fault for any goal or at fault for anything catastrophic. But I think kind of quickly going into Monday's game, where Dazzla managed to get 30 minutes or so on 65, yes, about 30 minutes on Friday. I think Monday was one of those games you have to play the big players, even if they're not fully fit. So, i.e. Shocks and Doz, you have to have the better players that might not be fit, rather than players that don't have the same ability but are physically fit. Because a Dazzla that's at potentially 70 or 80% is probably still more effective than LaRue. And that's not anything on LaRue. It's just Dazzla is a better player. Ultimately, that comes down to the fact that LaRue isn't good enough for where we are or where we want to be. But he came in and he can do a job, but he isn't as good as Dazzla.
No, and as you pointed out earlier, Dazzla was, not necessarily a game changer, but you just noticed that difference of quality once he was on the pitch, and his delivery for the goal
was a great ball.
It was like finally someone who can take a set piece. Anything else? There ain't really much else to talk about, in my opinion.
Well, the thing is with LaRue, okay, maybe he's not the midfielder, especially when you see Maatsen and obviously, so we wanted Maatsen first, didn't we? Clearly, but then obviously had to go with LaRue. But I just don't think Leroux's been given enough opportunity. I thought in the first half, I thought he was again, it's not saying a lot because I don't think we played particularly well, but I think Luke Leroux was probably our best player in the first half. There was a couple of instances, like some people tried blaming him for the goal because they thought he was out of position, which is mental in my
He went out of
mind.
position because of Ali.
Exactly, yeah. So like like you always taught, like especially obviously when you get to like when you play more football as you get older, to sort of try and snuff out the danger area. So the issue was where Ali gave the ball away. So we've gone to try and press the ball there, and then it's come out, unfortunately, and then they score from that. But I thought Luke Leroux was like very good. He probably didn't expect to play. Did he play 90 minutes against Norwich? He did, didn't he? Because did Pat come off?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. But I thought for the fact
Yeah,
that
he did.
the fact that he's been so in and out of the team, like, and like, there's been instances where he's played well and then he's been taken out, which is unfortunate for him. I mean, another example of this was this weekend. And Jojo, like, again, I think people will need to remember what league he's come from. And okay, I think it's his body shape and how big and gangly he is, where he probably looks a little bit different and where
Bit
people might not get on board with him.
like Raggett.
Raggett, bit like Peter Crouch back in the day, where people didn't really get on board with him because of how he looked. And
I just thought Jojo had a really good game.
yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
So again,
I was surprised to go on Twitter and just
And
see people going.
and he was playing on the wrong side as well.
Yeah.
So he was playing on the left with the centre halves, which I get playing Regan on the right. You've got that ball playing ability, but normally you would play the more experienced centre half. At this point would be Regan. You'd normally play them on the wrong side and let the younger, more inexperienced player play in the correct place. So the fact he'd also gone to the wrong side as well, I think.
But the thing is, sometimes it also depends on how good that experienced player is with that being on that side, on their good side. If the fact that if they're on their good side and that's going to get you so much more than what it would be if you push them over to the weak side and you've got a more inexperienced player. Like sometimes it's best just to go with the best you've got and then like any professional footballer at this standard, the Championship standard. Okay, they won't be pinging it with their wrong foot and stuff like that, but they should be able to do the basics and the stuff that will get you out of certain scenarios. Okay, they might not be able to ping it 40, like 50, 60 yards across the pitch, but they should be able to play a decent enough ball in and around their sort of area to get yourselves out of trouble. But the thing is, I think the main thing is from that game that we didn't play particularly well. They didn't play well, but I still think we could have got all 3 points out of that, to be honest. But I mean, if you'd have offered me a draw before the game, which myself and Russ guessed perfectly, would have taken it.
Right, yeah. Two instances where why does everything seem to fall for Chaplin when you need height as well? There was two headers where you think, anyone else, and it was a goal. But there we go. We all expect at this point we were a point up to where we thought we were going to be.
Yeah. And apart from Blackburn, everybody else had stayed the same as well. So it wasn't a point. Wasn't actually a bad result.
No, definitely. It ended up being a good result, and we took it and ran away with it.
The last thing, that I was going to say before we go to Oxford was I'm not quite sure how Marlon Pack stayed on the pitch because he got booked early on, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then he did 2 or 3 fouls after that. And I thought,
we kept saying, didn't we? He's going to be off in a minute.
Yeah, but every foul he just kept getting away with. But thankfully that referee kept cards in his pocket. Unlike.
Oh yeah, swiftly moving on to Monday's game. It's one of them games where I hated that game.
No, it was all right. It was like the start of it. The first 10 minutes or so was actually a really good 10 minutes. We came out the blocks.
When you just have a game where you just feel like, what's the point? And that's not at Pompey. It's actually not at Pompey and not at the players. This is solely on the ref. There was the moment where he didn't send off. I know we're going ahead of ourselves here. The moment where he didn't send off, whatever his name is,
Brody Spencer, yeah,
and they subbed him off as fast as they could and laughing about it.
Yeah,
there was the moment where I thought, "What's the fucking point?" And why do I even like football?
No, it was annoying because it was obviously highly anticipated by both teams, both down there. Obviously, they are actually in the relegation zone, but only by a point. The first 10 minutes, I thought we were really good. We'd kind of gone out, started fast out of the blocks. We'd pinned them back. We were
the best team until...
Yeah, absolutely. And the goal came and you thought, right, there's one. Let's go get another. And before we were allowed to go and get another, Josh Smith, who clearly can't referee at this level, I'm adamant that he should be. Whether he's been demoted or not, he's fourth official for the scum game this week. Hopefully it's demotion and some kind of punishment. Really, he should be, I don't know, he should be throwing tomatoes at him or something, you know. Trying to keep it kind of nice without getting too angry.
It's the first time when they said someone's thrown something at the ref, and I went, "Oh, it's a shame he missed." You know what I mean?
I honestly can't. When
knock him out,
all Ogilvy is doing, he's trying to step across the ball. He's trying to step across the man to shield the ball, and Mills has managed to get in front of him, and Ogilvy doesn't know that he's going to do that. Ogilvy's foot, he challenges with his. I can't remember which foot it was now.
The left was the one that was high.
So it was his right foot that went to the floor and went down, right?
Yeah.
The studs weren't showing. The studs were planted to the floor. He doesn't actually... I think he might catch his foot, Mills's foot, but not a lot in it. There's no forced aggression, or it doesn't endanger an opponent or anything like... It's not like studs going down his leg or anything like that. There's no scissor action from his left leg that comes round. His left leg has to come round where it did because his leg can't bend any other way. The way he's falling, because Mills has then fallen on him, his leg has to come round in that circular motion. It's not, there's a difference between kind of a semicircle, like a half moon, and then the scissor. And it's not a scissor at all. The fact that there's people that were down there in front of I've had my mate text me who sits down there. Mills was laying on the floor laughing.
Oh yeah.
And you can also tell the reaction of the Oxford players and the staff. Okay, they were running over a little bit, asking for a card, but they weren't incensed. They weren't asking for a red.
No.
And I don't think anyone in the ground would have expected a red card out of that. It was a yellow. There's no denying that. It was a yellow card. But there was no endangering an opponent. It wasn't reckless. We asked the charity on here called Ref Support UK. We asked him to come on and try and defend it. He hasn't. He or she, they haven't. They didn't even reply to us. All they've done is to people like Brooke Smedley, Pompey Pedro, Harvey Marks, who have called that account out. All they've done is just not actually answer the questions that they've asked. They've just deflected back onto Harvey, to Brooke, and to Pompey Pedro. That account is just a joke, by the way. They're not actually producing anything. All they do is arse-lick every single ref. They don't come out and just be honest. It's not a red card. The fact that I know it was Michael Brown and he's ex-Pompey, but he didn't think it was a red card. In the studio at half-time, Tim Sherwood didn't think it was a red card. The other guy, I can't remember who else was in the studio,
Eddie
didn't think
Mackey.
he didn't think it was a red card either, did he?
He called it laughable.
No.
Exactly. So you're talking about ex-professional players, managers. Messino didn't think it was a red card. Obviously, we know that they've appealed it. They will know the outcome now, as of 8 o'clock on Thursday. But I don't think we'll find out until Saturday. I don't actually think there's anyone I've seen, apart from the referee and Ref Support UK, that actually think it's a red card. If you obviously
except from one Pompey fan, weirdly.
so you're telling me like 1 out of thousands, or like there's 5 people, 10 people that truly believe, because like, even the Oxford fans are going to go, yeah, it's a red card, but truly,
so after the game,
they don't think it would be. They want it to be a red card to help them out, right?
We were walking home, and there was some Oxford fans walking with us, and they couldn't believe it was a red card.
So it can't. I don't understand it, but I have a feeling that the FA won't overturn it. I think Ogilvy will be banned for 3 games because they will see the scissor action, and it's hard because Pompey have to prove why the referee got it wrong. So just like they can't go, well, what do you think it is? They have to, whatever the referee's put in his match report of reckless or endangering an opponent, scissor action, whatever, which were probably the words he will have included. Pompey have to prove that that isn't the case, rather than like, what do you think it is? And knowing the FA and knowing that they're all up each other's arses, we've seen throughout the years of red cards that shouldn't have been overturned or vice versa that have been, that they normally stick with the referee's decision. So I would be shocked if Ogilvy is available, and I really hope he is because we need him, especially now Zach Swanson is out injured. He needs surgery, but they're unsure whether they can postpone it and kind of get him through the next few weeks until the end of the season. So it's going to be Jordan Williams from the start anyway. But the red card, sure, okay. If you really think it's a red card, fine. But from that moment, he lost complete control of the game. He had no authority at all. He was letting fouls go that were fouls. He was getting calls wrong. The fact that Spencer got booked and then 5 minutes later, he runs and clips the back of Terry Devlin's heels. That's one of the most obvious yellow cards every day of the week. That foul is a yellow card because he's stopping us on a counter attack and he's clipped him and brought him down. The fact that he didn't give one after the controversy of the Ogilvy one and other decisions going, it is borderline, I would say, match fixing and like investigation worthy, because there isn't another person in that stadium that knows that Brodie Spencer, everyone in that stadium knows that Brodie Spencer should have been sent off. Everyone. And the fact that he wasn't, the ref bottled it and he made it a hell of a lot worse, and he shouldn't be allowed to referee Portsmouth again. Genuinely, whether he's biased against us or not, for his sake as well, the FA have got to look at his actual personal safety and things like that. I don't think he should referee Portsmouth for quite a few years. Because the fact that he's managed to put himself pretty much worse than Sam Allison shows you how bad that guy was.
It wasn't even just them 2 decisions. Like, it was all game. It was just like, you just felt like you were going up against someone who wanted you to lose. It really did. Daz, let's move on to the more positive side of the game. The first half, and Kashina, what's his
Who?
name? What's his name? Anderson's.
What? Who's Kashina?
Keshi.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not with it.
You mean
Let's just go
Keshi?
with Anderson.
Keshi.
Keshi Anderson. That's it.
Poor bloke. It was his birthday as well, and you can't even get his name right.
No, fuck him. What an introduction. We haven't really seen much of him. He's barely touched the ball when he's come on. But as a home full debut, it doesn't go as bad as that, does it?
I think it's one of those things that I think all we've wanted all season is some positivity from our wingers, which we got from Ali towards the start. And then I think obviously he tailed off a little bit. But I also kind of think with Ali, he's always been that kind of player anyway. But because we've not played well as a whole team, Ali's then become frustrating. Obviously, Anderson seems a lot more direct. He seems a lot more nasty, like not just as in that sort of his tackles, but the way he runs. He's quite a big lad, strong, and that kind of stuff. And I thought he took his goal ridiculously well. Like, it was so cool. Because the way the ball popped up, it's not easy to sort of just take it with your right foot and just pop it onto your left. And then he's put enough power on it to beat the keeper. I really liked him. He was probably the best option for, obviously, when I know we didn't know we were going to go to 10 men, but when we did go down to 10 men, I think, again, he was still positive. I think if we'd have had Ali on with 10 men at that point, might not have been the best left wingers to have on the pitch. I think with Anderson, with his experience, as well as his work rate and his tenacity and that sort of stuff, I think he was a perfect player to have out there on the left, and then out on the right to have Gustavo. I think that was Gustavo's best game for us, I think, as an overall game.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah, okay. There was instances where maybe his just like final pass every now and again was a bit iffy, but again, that's what you get with attacking players, that you can't expect everything's going to be good for them. You've got to give them the license to go and express themselves and make mistakes and that sort of stuff, because if you hold your attacking players back in doing certain things because they've made a mistake, they won't try it again. And we need players in that final third to like sort of take those opportunities, sort of be a bit of a maverick. And the only way you're going to get players doing that is if you allow them the freedom to make mistakes. But yeah, Keshi Anderson, I was really impressed with him. I mean, when we signed him, I know a lot of people weren't overly enamoured by it, but I thought it was a good sign of what we needed. We needed players that have played in this division, that you kind of know what you're going to get. Like, maybe he's not a Josh Murphy, is he? But he's. And I hope he starts on Saturday, and I hope we get the same performance, because I think you know what you get from Keshi Anderson, a good direct player that will sort of put everything out there, and I think that they're the type of players we need at the moment.
Second half starts, you just think, right, here we go, just hold on. Whatever you do, just hold on for 10, 15 minutes, because they're going to come at us, throw everything at us, which they did. And I've tried my best sticking up for Schmid this season, but boy, was I fucking fuming with him, because that's just basic goalkeeping, and he fucked it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a kind of like a cross-come shot from Mills, wasn't it? It wasn't even a...
I don't think he weren't shooting.
I don't know what... I think it was kind of in the middle. He was kind of putting the ball into an area and hoping something happened.
Yeah.
Which it did. Nico should have done better with it. No question about that. He should have... He should have, I would say, parried it out for a corner. Or caught it.
Yeah, that's. I said to my dad, I said, I don't get why you just didn't catch it. It wasn't even like a hard shot. Like all this, like pushing away and all this. There was I just don't get it.
The only thing I can think of is it did bounce right in front of him, and he misjudged it.
And if you're not going to catch it, you always push out for a corner or away, never back.
Yeah, not right in front of you. Which obviously Brodie Spencer and Will Lancashire was literally right behind him as well. They followed in, and it was a good finish from Spencer. Lifted it up over Nico, put it in, and it's 3 minutes in. You're like, for fuck's sake, like, why has it got to be so quick after the restart? And it kind of followed a couple of obviously yellow cards. Obviously, Spencer got one, then was subbed off not long after. After he got what initial one. Will Volks got one, Dazzla got one, Pat got one. So we had 4 yellows in 6 minutes. Sorry. And then I don't know. It was hard. It was weird because they had a lot of the ball, but I felt like we were doing okay. Again, similar to Norwich, we were doing all right, restricting them. They didn't have a whole load of chances, kind of throwing them at us. We were kind of marshalling them quite well. Especially with a man less. We looked overrun in midfield, I thought, at times, just because we were missing that third man in midfield, obviously where Chaplin went off for Williams.
Well, I noticed what they'd done. They seemed to, and it was working for a while, which is where they kind of overloaded our left-hand side. And Dazzla almost had to come like a secondary left-back.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would naturally attack someone that you know. They would have been fully aware that Williams is a right back playing on the wrong side. I feel like it would be the right decision to do that. I mean, I'd rather run at Jordan Williams on the wrong side than run at Terry Devlin.
But what was clever about Dazzla is he noticed this and took it upon himself to go.
And that's something not only like with experience, and he's kind of a player who's played in the Championship before. He's got that experience head on his age as well. And also the fact, I think that he's left-footed helps.
Yep.
So it means that he is, if he finds himself in that corner, he's on the correct side and he hasn't got to cut back towards his own goal. And we got to 81 minutes and we thought, okay, we're doing all right. We're holding on. And it was a very similar ball, actually, this time from the centre half from Michael Hellick. In a similar area of the pitch, and again, Millie Ali kind of went for a little wander, and he was literally on the pitch for 30 seconds?
If that.
I can kind of see what he's trying. He's trying to get back into position, but it's the wrong thing to do. And when you're an attacking-minded player, I feel like that's a mistake you will make. If that was, say, Jordan Williams or a left-back of Ogilvy or someone like that there instead, they would have closed that ball down. But an attacking player, you're less likely to. And it kind of highlights Ali more because of Friday. Again, it's a good ball in, especially for a centre half. But the diving header from Lancashire, I think, is a spectacular goal. Personally, it's hard to say, obviously against us, but it's a great goal. But
fault on Dazzla as well, ball watching.
Yeah,
he may not have stopped it, but sometimes just putting a player off is enough.
And he's and Lancashire's made that blindside run again to the back post, unaware. Devlin's unaware. People are unaware at the back post.
The only thing Dazzla did wrong all game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you think, well, you probably think that's that really. Goes 2-1. A lot of people started to leave, which I don't blame them. But after that, actually, we kind of came back at them again. It was like, no, we're not going to let this happen. And
we had Brown, Seggers, and who the third one was already to come on, weren't they?
Well, when we scored, yeah, Messina was going hell for it. He was going hell for leather. He was going for it. He was going to throw everyone on and just fucking go for it. But it was a good bit of play from us down on the left side. It was a good ball, I think packed out to Ali, and Ali kind of made up for his earlier mistake and put a really good ball into the mix. and it was a straight kind of Dazzla was just stood, about 5 yards circumference round him with no one around him. And it was a good finish into that far corner. 2-2, and we looked like we could probably go and score another one, to be honest. I think we had kind of Oxford a bit worried. But much like much like Norwich on the Good Friday, the other results went our way. Sheffield Wednesday managed to hold on to a draw against Leicester. Scoring in the second minute and keeping Leicester only to 1.
Well, we owe some. If we stay up, we owe some money to the Sheffield Wednesday goalie.
Mate, a couple of great saves.
I watched the game; he was unbelievable.
Blackburn, West Brom was 0-0 as well, and obviously we played Oxford. So the other teams around us drew, so everything kind of stays the same. So I know we kind of said that it felt like the Oxford was a must-win. It still felt like it was, but it was bearing in mind of the situation we were in after 17 minutes, despite being 1-up, but having to play 85, nearly 90 minutes, probably with all the added time, with 10 men. The fact that everything was kind of neutralised and we stayed 1 point outside, everyone else stayed the same, we just shifted up a point. I think it was probably acceptable in the end. But the referee changed the shape of the entire match. And without that absolutely disastrous decision, I think we would have, if it was 11v11 if it was 11v11 rather than 12 versus 10, we would have probably run out comfortable victors, and I genuinely believe that.
Yeah,
that first 10 minutes we'd have had them rattled.
They were poor, Oxford, even with the extra 2 men. They were crap. There's not be about it. It was just two balls into the box they scored from. They didn't ever look like scoring other than that.
And also, Will Lancashire, don't celebrate in front of the Fratton end and give it shit, because it never works out.
No, it never does. But
Exhibit 985. Like, how many players have given shit in front of the Fratton end and then they've gone to not win?
Yeah. Oh, God. I'd love to go back and have a look, to be honest. Daz, the thing that really made me happy was how much some players really stepped up once we went down to 10. I thought that's Bishop's best game for a long time. Weirdly, still see him getting some stick, even though he led the line perfectly. Pack on the ball, not so good, but he did some amazing defensive work. He even outrun someone at one point to win the ball.
It was down in front of me, and as he was running, I thought, fuck, we're fucked. And somehow he got there.
Yeah,
I thought, well then, Marlon.
Yeah, will, determination. Paul Shotnessy, I thought, were unbelievable. Shotnessy makes defender look easy, where Paul's your dramatic last ditch and blocks, and he was giving it some to the other team, and it was good to see. It was good to see this different side to us that we haven't seen for a while. I don't know how you felt about it, Daz.
The thing is, I think I said a little while ago about the fact that I think this group of players are a good set of lads. I kind of felt like what we've been going through recently. I felt sorry for them because of certain players have probably played too many minutes for what they should have played. Obviously due to injury and that kind of stuff. Maybe one or two aren't good enough to play the amount of minutes they're playing at the moment, but they've had to play. Certain players like Gustavo, things like that, where they probably need to play a few less minutes. Same with Ali. Would be ideal to take those sort of players off at 60 minutes and that kind of stuff. And I think because they've had to play way too many minutes, I think it's had a massive effect on them. But I've never doubted the group as the mentality and that kind of thing. And I've always thought that you judge people and players and that kind of stuff when your back's against the wall kind of stuff thing. When you're at the top of your game, everyone can be amazing. It's when you have to sort of tie your boots up and you have to dig in and get going. And that's exactly what the players did. I mean, I think in the first half, even when we went down to 10 men, we could have gone in, and we should have gone in 2-0 up if Gustavo could have kept that ball down. When I first saw it, I thought that's he should have scored that. Then I've seen it again, and it's it's one of those things where, like, when the ball comes back at a player like that and they're coming across it, it can go anywhere. If they the main thing is about keeping it down. But we could have gone in at half time 1-0 up. Obviously, we didn't. We came out, and the only reason, a bit like what Massino said, it wasn't the way we set up or the way we set up as a team. Obviously, the reason they got back into it was the fact that Schmid, I think, got caught in two minds. I said this after the goal to my mate next to me. I think he got caught in two minds, whether to catch it or whether to push it, and he didn't. He pushed it, but he pushed it right out to the lad. But even up until then, like, I mean, look at the amount of corners we had and that sort of stuff, which meant we were getting the ball forward. We were playing the way we've kind of have played, like when we played away at like Charlton and where we play it away at Millwall, where we used our strength, which is our pace out wide, getting the ball out and then seeing what we can do, try and get the ball in the box. If not, you more than likely get a corner out of it, and that's what we did. But yeah, I was impressed, and I know, as I said, as I had said, anything but a win before the game was probably going to be seen as failure. But when we're in that position, and then also in the position of we're 2-1 down with 10 minutes plus added on time left of the game, then getting an equaliser felt like 3 points personally. But obviously it was definitely, by the time the final whistle went, it was a point gained. If we'd have got 3 points and somehow held out, it would have felt like 6 points in one game. But there we are. But at least do you know what it kind of remind me of? Like when we came back and drew 3-3 against Morecambe when we're in League Two. Because again, it's another example of a team that when they're sort of backs against the wall, sort of like us against the world kind of thing, you come out not on top because we didn't win the game, but we came out with a lot of credit in the bank.
Yeah, and I think it's sort of bodes well for the future games.
Yeah. The thing is, sorry, quick one. Like sometimes a game like that can give you so much more confidence than just scraping a 1-0 win with 11 players. Because I think the late equaliser we conceded against Blackburn, I think that killed us for the next few games. Where this game here, obviously, if we go to Middlesbrough and get stuffed, then it doesn't matter. But this could really be a moment that really kicks us on.
And hopefully it does, and kick us on to the next part, unless you two got anything else you want to say.
I really like the ref. He's a sound guy. And one thing actually, I would have given him the benefit of the doubt for that red card if he had sent off the Oxford lad. But once he didn't do that, that's when he's a goner for me.
Well, yeah, that was, as I said earlier, that was the moment where I just sat there and thought, you know what, what's the fucking point? What's the point?
It's done for me. Like, I can like, there's no point in saying referees don't make mistakes. Like, it was a foul and it was a card, and he only saw it once. I don't see his angle, so you never know. But when he didn't give the second yellow for the Oxford lad, that was it. He was done for me. Absolutely done.
Yeah. 100%. Can you take us over to Middlesbrough and give us your stats? Oh, actually, did any of us get any points?
Did we get any points?
You know full well you both got points, so...
Did we? Oh, I can't remember what I said.
So no one got any points for Oxford because we both predicted a win and we didn't get any of the goal scorers.
Yeah, annoyingly, I almost said Anderson, but I thought, yeah, he probably won't play.
But the Norwich game, we all got points, actually. I went for a 2-2 and I got 1 point for that. Unfortunately for me, you both went for 1-1, so you both get 3 points, which has extended both of your leads to me. Russ, you are obviously still top on 39 points. You've almost got as many points as Pompey. Fucking hell.
That's a bit worrying, isn't it?
Daz, you are on 29 points. and I am third on 20.
Russ, Russ, I found a good website for knee-high leather boots. Is that?
Don't worry, I don't think we have to worry about getting a costume. From what I heard.
No,
Really?
you don't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll save that, because who knows, Daz? It still might be you.
No.
What's the difference?
9.
Oh no, you're gonna have to get some 5s there, I think.
I'm going to go last for every pick now.
You're not.
Right. Middlesbrough stats, please, Has.
Middlesbrough, yeah. So they're actually not in the greatest of form over the last 5. They haven't actually won a match in their last 5. They lost to Charlton.
They hold my beer.
Yeah, they lost to Charlton. They've drawn to Bristol City. They've drawn to Blackburn. They lost to Millwall, and then they drew 2-2 with Swansea last time out. Top scorer is Morgan Whittaker. However, he didn't start last time out. Tommy Conway is also on 9. Main man in midfield is Hayden Hackney, but again, he didn't. Did he play last game? No, he's out injured, so that works well. But he's still their top assists. So you've got experienced heads like Alan Brown in midfield. You've got Luke Ayling in defence. You've got Jeremy Sarmiento on loan, who has won 2 promotions in 2 years, I think, from the Championship. Yeah, Burnley and Ipswich. So he's hoping for his 3rd promotion in 3 years from the Championship into the Premier League. But they, as I said, they have lost out on 2nd spot at the minute. Ipswich are 2nd with 2 games in hand over Middlesbrough. So they've only scored 4 goals in their last 5 games. We've scored 6. They have conceded the most penalties in the Championship this season with 7. So get some tricky little wingers, maybe a Miliali or a Caballero in the box, or a Chaplin or a Segacic with some quick feet. Might be hacked down.
Well,
However,
they got 2 away in 1 game, yeah, but
they did. However, we have not kept a clean sheet in 12 games, and we haven't won in the last 8 attempts. The last win was away to Sheffield Wednesday. So not the best for either team currently. The referee is Thomas Kirk, no relation to Mackenzie. Unfortunately, can't slip him a fiver. He has refereed 20 times in the Championship this season, 82 yellow cards, 4 times in the Premier League, 15 yellows. So he likes a card or 2. I would say there's a lot of 4s here for him in the champ. 4-4-4-4-4, 5-4-3, 5-3, 6-6-4-2, 4-6-4-2, 4-2-4.
yeah, 4 and above, we're dirty anyway.
We are dirty. And there's quite a few 7s, actually. Oh, there's a 10 yellow cards in League 2 between Crewe and Fleetwood. He gave out 10 yellows.
Jesus.
So he's a card-happy ref. He's only refereed us twice. One last season, which was our Good Friday win away to Norwich. And then this season once is our 1-0 home loss to Stoke.
Okay. I'm sure I said this about the refs last week. Don't ring any alarm bells.
Well, when he's refereed us, he's given out 2 cards and 3 cards in our games, so nothing drastic.
But we seem dirty this year, I don't know why. It's because Pat plays more and Swift always gets a yellow.
Depends if it's Jihadi or Jerusalem John, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then obviously Adams, when he was fit, quite good for a yellow.
Well, now we've had Easter, we should have Jerusalem John back.
Well, he was resting over Easter, wasn't he? Did he even get on?
Well, he had to resurrect.
He should have come on.
He had to resurrect.
He should have come on Monday, shouldn't he? Because he rose again.
Oh, yeah. Right. What do we reckon? Do we reckon any much change to the team? Would you go with the same? Forget the Ogilvie thing for the moment. The rest.
So if Ogilvie's available, the team is unchanged. If Ogilvie still is suspended, I would still only make one change, and that be
Williams. Play Shoplessy?
I think you do against Middlesbrough. I'd rather play him against... I think Borough are a bit shaky compared to Ipswich. You're more likely to get something out of Borough than Ipswich, personally.
And also, Ipswich is the throwaway game, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
No one else is playing. It makes no odds of difference to the rest of the... I mean, like, Saturday, everyone else is playing.
Yeah.
Ipswich is kind of a bonus.
I would play him. He's had pretty much a week to Saturday. Play him Saturday, rest him Tuesday, play him against Leicester.
Yeah.
Injury wise, Josh Murphy has been training, but on grass, but only for a week. Messino said it.
Is there a chance?
He's quashed that, but you never know. It is John Messino after all.
Saying Josh Murphy
but he is in training out on the grass, so he could.
That's enough for me to get him on the fucking pitch.
Yeah, just give him a shit ton of injections. Obviously, we talked about Zach Swanson. He has an issue with cartilage in his knee. He does need surgery, but they are looking to, if they can postpone it till the end of the season. But that then obviously could hinder Zach Swanson as he is out of contract, and we obviously haven't given him a new one yet. So that could hinder him. So personally, he might look and go, no, I want the surgery now. So he's all set and fresh, ready for pre-season. So that's a bit up in the air. Ibu is still the target of Leicester.
The way Messino was talking was like, he will be back for Leicester. And there might even be a chance he could be back for Ipswich, was the way I took it.
I would reckon he might be on the bench for Ipswich. But we'll see how it goes.
That's huge, because we generally thought he was out for longer than this.
Oh, no, I know. And then your best mate, Russ, Josh Knight, has been training and is available.
Who cares?
I still think Jojo and probably Bowat are both ahead of him. So, I mean, he probably still doesn't make the squad. He might be the 95th man that we have to take.
The only thing I'm a bit worried about is the way Messino talks about him. It's like he's buzzing that he's back, and it makes me worried that also he's going to start him or something. Considering they spent $1 million on him as well. You know?
Other than that, I don't think there's any other injuries. I'm trying to think now.
No, I think that's it, isn't it?
I think that is it.
Oh, Murphy. Oh, God. It's going to be like a Bishop moment, isn't it? Where all suddenly he's like in the team and we're going to be like, oh.
I still think if there's a 60 or 70% fit Josh Murphy, or even a 50%, you just give him them injections, inject him up, and get him on that pitch for as long as possible.
If we can get him back for even the last 2 or 3 games, you've got to do it.
Even if it's just Birmingham.
Yeah.
Even if it's just Birmingham.
Yeah. Even on the bench and bring him on for the last half hour, I'll take that. Right.
Now I'm getting excited now.
Has predictions.
You're an absolute bastard making me go first.
Yeah, you go first on this one. You can go last on the next one.
I think we should change it, not now, but next year, that we can't have the same result.
I think we were talking in the pub. I think there should be a bit of a revamp of the whole thing, but we got to carry on as it started.
Yeah, we'll do that in the summer. Oh shit!
You're only saying that now because of where you are. So don't.
No, to be honest,
because I do think if like the other couple of weeks ago we all went like 1-1 or something, like where's the benefit in that if we all go for 1-1?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But to be fair, when we talked about in the pub, I actually brought it up. Paz didn't.
Yeah, that is true. I am going to, talking of 1-1, I will go for 1-1. Will I go for 1-1? Oh, I don't even know anymore. Do I go for what I actually think the result, or do I go for something else just for this? Oh, fuck. Fuck it. We're going to go for a 1-0 Pompey win. Who's going to score? We'll go for Keshi. 2-2. Scores a winner, and we shit house our way to a win.
Cool. That's
1-1. Bishop.
Speaking of Bishop, just quickly going back to Saturday, wasn't it nice to finally have 2 wingers run after he even won the ball, or does that thing where like he manages to stop the defender from getting? I actually think it's a foul, but he gets away with it.
Oh, that was the other thing that pissed me off with our referee, the amount of fucking GBH that Bishop took off of Brown.
Yeah.
It was literally, his shirt was about 2 yards behind Bishop, and it wasn't not a free kick.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, there was so much. We could have made a whole pod just about him.
Honestly, his mum will be well disappointed in him. She shouldn't allow him round for Sunday roast.
No.
Just lock the door. You're not allowed in, you shit.
Yeah. But when it like, I think there was I remember right, it was quite early in the game where Bishop did something and he looked and Anderson didn't make the run and he had a right go at him. Well, Anderson every time made the run after that. And it worked. He was like, finally Bishop's like winning things or making things happen. And both Cabby and Anderson were running onto it. It's like, where's this been for the last few like weeks doing? Anyway, Middlesbrough. Well, I don't need a point. So I'm going to say 4-0 Pompey. And I'm going to say that Shotnessy scores. Right, has Ipswich. Take it away.
Ipswich. So, maybe third time lucky for having Ipswich. We never know. Maybe it'll get postponed again. But what will it be this time is the really big question. Ipswich have picked up a little bit of form. They are unbeaten in their last 8 games, having 5 wins and 3 draws. So the last time out, they beat Birmingham 2-1. They drew 1-1 with Millwall, 3-3 with Stoke, 1-1 with Leicester, 2-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday. You've got top scorer is Jack Clark on 14 goals, which is pretty decent from a winger position. George Hurst is on 9 up front. You've got Marcelino Nunez in the 10 with 8 assists, 3 goals.
Never what a player. Oh, you just look at their team and just go, oh, don't
Yeah,
you?
and then you've got the likes of Anis Mehmeti as well. Got a decent keeper in Christian Walton. Decent. You look across the back line, you've got Ben Johnson, Premier League experience. Darnell Furlong played it for West Brom and QPR in the champ for like 10 years. Dara O'Shea played in the Premier League for Burnley. So they've got plenty of experience there. The one thing I would say is you look at their fixtures. This weekend they have the East Anglia derby.
Go on, Norwich.
And then the game after on next Sunday, they are at home to Middlesbrough.
Ooh.
So could be a situation where, you know, they want to go and win the East Anglia derby away at Norwich. And then they also need to probably win and want to win at home to Middlesbrough the following weekend. So sticking us in the middle could be a bit of squad rotation for them, is what I'd kind of have a look at. I'm not going to read the insights that FOTMob give because they're still the original one from the first game that was postponed.
Oh.
Because it tells me Portsmouth lost 5-0 to Bristol City just 3 days ago.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
No.
So, referee, though, is Farai Halam, ex-professional footballer, who has now become a referee.
Isn't that the one that did us over one game? Is that the one that went at Blackburn that didn't give us the... Is it that one, matey?
When did he referee us against Blackburn? Let me have
when we should have had the 2 penalties. It might not be him.
Had to bring that.
It might not be him, but
I still ain't got over
that name rings a bell massively.
Yes, when we lost 3-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I knew
him.
it was him, because that was the point. Someone said about he was an ex, he used to play football.
So he has refereed. He also kind of made himself a bit famous for refereeing in the Premier League, and he stuck with his own decision when VAR got involved as well this season. VAR told him to go and have a look, and he didn't change his mind. He still stuck with a penalty in the Man City Wolves game. So we've had 18 games in the Championship, 66 yellow cards. We've had as high as seven yellow cards 3 times, 8 once, 5 3 times. So he's quite card happy himself as well. He has already refereed us this season 3 times.
Oh.
Once in the EFL Cup at home to Reading. Our away draws both at Derby and at Leicester as well. And he's only produced as high as 3 yellows refereeing all of our games across the last few years.
Okay. Right. So this game, so you would both rest Shocknessy and I'm assuming bring Jojo in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Bowat, but then you've got quite short centre halves.
Yeah, I quite like Jojo. I'm happy to stick with him.
Up the Jojo, not Siwa.
I'm going to go first on this one. I'm going to say 2-0 Pompey. And, Chaplin can't play, can he?
No, that is very true.
You know what? Fuck it. Seggers.
I thought you were going to
play.
go fuck it, Chaplin anyway.
Why not?
I have a feeling he might go Jihadi John first over Seggs.
He might do, but I don't need the points, lads. Daz?
I'm going to go 1-0 Pompey. Might as well be positive at home. And I'm going to go... Let's go Gustavo. No, sorry. Shocknessy.
I thought you literally just said you wouldn't play Shocknessy.
Oh, shit. Ipswich. Yeah, of course.
It's locked in now, boys. It's locked
Gustavo.
in.
Oh, got contentious here.
That's up to you, Russ, whether you let that go.
Let it go. Let it go.
I'm gonna be harsh here and say you got to stick with it. Yep.
All right.
I just want to see you two bat out. It's funny.
Okay.
Russ is the host. He has spoken.
Oh, I've lost my laptop. I don't know where it's gone now. Where's my laptop gone?
Sorry, Pompey's got it.
It's the police. Shit.
I'm gonna go for Jesus.
Okay, we're gonna take that as your answer. Moving on.
I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Pompey win. Oh, who am I gonna go for?
Josh Murphy.
Do you know what? I was really tempted to say Josh Murphy then.
That's all I could have done because it doesn't matter.
You're not allowed to change it now. You wouldn't let Daz change it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to change it, but I might do that next week.
Do you know what? Just to annoy Daz, I'm going to go for Caballero.
Whee! I was hoping
you're going to be fuming if Shocknessy doesn't start on Saturday.
Do you know what? If I have to dance around pretending to be that weird bastard Sam Smith, but it means Pompey stay up, I'll do it.
Well, hold on. This is what I said at the Norwich game, so you're going to do it anyway.
Right. Time to move on to the most dysfunctional, disastrous, dangerous game you could play. Dazzla's dart dishwasher shit. I don't know. I'm trying to run out of D's.
That's what she said.
When you're ready, Daz. Techno. I haven't heard this in
I just think of the Ian Holloway dance on the QPR sidelines to that.
Yeah. Don't worry, I stopped it enough time. So what we're doing today, we are going to do goal scorers in the Championship and their totals. So
Pompey, yeah?
Huh?
Pompey or just any Championship?
Like any Championship player.
So what's this of all time or this season?
Yeah, no. So what? Any like?
And is this just Championship since what? 2004, 5?
Well, forever, really. If you want.
Even the old Div 2 and Div 1 and all that.
Do it from when it became the Championship's probably better.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I think they put it up as like sort of on transfer market as a Championship anyway. But yeah, so what the Championship started.
I think it was 04.
It was the first season Scummers got relegated. I know that because I remember taking a piss out of my dad saying it was called the Championship.
It was Coca-Cola at that point, wasn't it?
Coca-Cola Championship, wasn't it? Yeah, so around that time. So, I mean, they're the sort of players you're going to go for anyway, because otherwise it gets a bit complicated, doesn't it? So, who wants to go first?
I was right, 2004.
Oh, there you go.
I'll go first.
Haz can go first. Go
Okay,
on.
hold on.
What are you at, Sam? Hey? You at, Sam? Oh, you're playing well, wouldn't you? Sam, what? You, mate? You're fantastic. You're fantastic. You're playing shit because you've got no fans.
Do you know what? Earlier, when you said you have no authority, I really just wanted to shout Jackie Weaver.
Oh no, I did think of it as well when I said it, I was like, oh no. Right, straight in, bareback, Alexandra Mitrovic.
Mitrovic. Fair, depends on how many time, how long. I know, because obviously I know one of the seasons he was obviously like top goal scorer, wasn't he?
He broke the record, didn't he?
He even broke Whittingham's record, didn't he?
He did, but then Ivan. Go on.
How many goals was that? Was that over 42 then? Because didn't Bowen score over 42 goals?
I think it was 44 or 45, but then he played in the Championship a couple of times, so that's what I'm bagging on.
Where's the Championship on this list? Championship, there you go. Right.
I reckon it might be about 70 odd.
I reckon 80 something. Maybe 90 something.
Championship, he scored 85 goals.
I'd take that.
Good start.
Let me find my calculator. Where's my calculator? So, 501 minus 85 is 416.
Well, I sadly know the answer to the all-time top scorer of the Championship, and that's Billy Sharp.
How many goals did he score, though?
I can't remember, but I remember seeing on the quiz screen quite recently that he scored the most.
I thought you actually knew the number then.
No, this might be over 180. I'm just going to go for
I
it.
really hope it is.
I'm trying to think, actually. Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? Although he played a lot of seasons.
Well, he had Scum and Sheffield United, but he had a couple of years in League One as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
I reckon it might be just about under.
So the Championship, when it decides to load,
he's going to fucking fluked it.
Could be like 179.
130.
Oh, you
bastard.
bastard.
That's a lot less than what I thought.
That is less than I thought it would be.
So if he's the top, God, this should be a doddle. Well, until we get to the lesser. There's so many names there you could say. So many.
Brett Pittman.
That should be a good one.
We did Bournemouth and Ipswich, didn't he?
Now playing for FC Downton, if you're wondering.
Oh, he changes clubs more than I change my pants.
Yeah, he's in the Wessex Prem. I think it's kind of whoever sort of paying. I don't know what else he does, to be honest, because, to be honest, like some of the money
throws darts at a picture of Kenny Jackett's face.
Some of the money they do pay in Wessex Prem would surprise you.
That's why he has to move around, because they purposely get him only in for so many games because that's all they can afford.
Probably, yeah.
Down there, you can pay for 20 clubs a season if you want.
Yeah. In the Championship, he scored 52 goals.
Right. David Nugent, then.
Great shout, to be fair.
That's got to be over 100, surely.
Must be, isn't it? I mean, that's where he played the majority of his career. Like, did he actually, apart from us, did he...
He
When did he
scored,
play
was
for
it for
Premier League?
Burnley when he was on loan in the Prem?
Burnley? Yeah.
That was, I think, us and, he scored, 3 for us in the Prem, if I remember rightly?
I met David Nugent in Icon Diva in Southampton, and he was very surprised that I recognised him. I think because it was in Southampton, he was thinking like, shit, please don't be a Sussex fan. I was like, mate, I was there when you scored against Leeds. I fucking loved it. He probably thought, get the fuck away from me, you freak.
I would have gone, I was there when you slipped up, when you had an easy shot against Man United.
1-2-1.
Nice.
Leaves you on 250. You're on 364.
Okay. Think of really well-known. If Billy Sharp's the top, there's so many names I could say.
Ross McCormack.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a great shout.
That was my next one.
If I spelled his name right.
Double C, if I remember rightly.
That's what I was thinking, actually, just then. Because he scored a lot of goals. Yeah, it is. That's right. Because he scored a lot of goals for... he's playing for Doncaster at the moment. Is that right in saying?
Surely he's retired by now.
Oh, he must be retired, surely.
Well, that's what I thought. Oh, Doncaster City he's playing for.
Oh, Jesus. There we go.
That's why. So he's obviously playing in...
he's Pitman in the north.
Some kind of Northern League.
Northern Pitman.
He scored 120 goals.
Yeah. Right. What am I on?
You're on 250.
Oh, cool. So, right. So, as you're taking McCormack, next one that comes to mind is Jordan Rhodes.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Literally. Like, he is... Like, when you say Barclays kind of players, he's a Barclays championship player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's what would it have been in like the 10s?
N-Power.
That's it. Yeah, he's proper M-Power.
M-Power, Jesus. Oh, Jordan Rhodes, 123.
Nice. Was that leave me on then?
That leaves you on 127.
Ooh, I might be able to sneak in another big one then.
Oh, that's what she said.
Chris Martin.
Yes.
Oh.
That was again one. That was
Derby. Was it Derby, Bristol City?
Oh, yeah, loads
Hull?
of times, didn't he?
He played for Hull?
Might have done.
It's
just taking me to Spotify. He's playing all his best hits. Am I on the right Chris Martin?
I'm afraid not.
He played for like Norwich as well at one point or something.
Norwich, Derby, fucking everyone, wasn't it? So he played for Derby, Norwich, Bristol City.
Got to be over 100.
Fulham.
Got to be over 100.
114.
Yeah.
Was that leave me on?
Leaves you on 131.
How?
Well, I think I got a free hit.
245 minus...
It was 244.
No, it was 245 you were on.
No.
Okay. Right, you're on 130 then. I'll give you that.
I can tell you the math. So 85 for Mitrovic, yeah? 501 minus 85 is 416. Minus 52 for Pittman is 364.
Yeah.
Minus 120 for Ross McCormack is 244. Minus 114 is 130.
Okay, you're on 130 then, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Fucking hell. We need like Richard Osman in here.
Sorry, I missed by one.
Here's a thingy on Countdown. Carol Vorderman. Get her. She can do it every week.
Just because you want to take 2 from her top. Hey.
Oh my God.
And 1 from the bottom.
Don't get us fucking cancelled.
I try my hardest every week.
That's what she said.
I reckon I got one more big name I could shout out. I could bust with it, I suppose.
Sorry?
We're not talking about Carol Vorderman anymore. Lewis Graben.
That's not a bad one. Skaband. How do you spell his name?
Grab and then ban, innit? Double B, innit? Literally grab ban.
Oh, there you go. Because I put a zero, an O instead of a A. What season? Nearly there. Right, here we go.
Here
In
we
the
go.
championship,
What?
he
What do you
scored
get?
112 goals.
Oh, okay, cool. So what am I on?
You're on 15.
Oh, see, now this is where it gets hard.
Is that right, Haz? Yeah? Is that right? 112?
You're the one that's got the calculator and you still can't get it fucking right. So
It won't be called disastrous starts for a reason.
Right, you've got 1,030 to get, Haz.
Troy Deeney
Yeah, another good one. Yep.
Troy Deeney.
might be. I don't know if he'd get 100 or not. He must be close.
Oh, definitely must be 100, surely.
No, I reckon he's less than 100, but probably not by much.
Oh, he did play in the Prem for a couple of years, didn't he, for Watford? So
80, I reckon.
All competition, championship. Right, here we go. In the championship, he scored 95.
nice.
Nice. Right,
There's
40.
35 left, yeah?
No, 36. Yeah, 35.
Don't be a cock.
Ah! Russ, you require 15.
15. This is where it gets tricky. Just to get it down, I know it's not over 15, but Bishop. Just so I can try and think of a Pompey player who got like 2 or 3 goals.
What are you on? 15?
Yeah, so I think that gives me what?
That'll give
13?
you 14.
14. And then I just need to think of a Pompey player who's got 1 goal in the championship.
Just going to definitely confirm the number. Because I don't want to be accused. Bishop in the championship. He has scored 12 goals. It says on here.
All right, he got 11 last season and got 2 this season.
He's got 3 this year.
Yeah, one was FA Cup, wasn't it?
Has he still only got 2 this year then?
Yeah, penalty.
Says he got 11. He says he got 11 in the championship last season and 2 this season. So why has he got 12? Why is it 12?
13 then, isn't it?
Why is it 12 written?
See, he can't do maths, mate.
No, that's not me. That's this fucking thing. Right, 13. So you got 2. It said 12 on there.
He said it, honestly, he said it. Okay. I think I got my 2, so you need to hit this, Daz.
Okay. So I've got to get 35.
This game I got 3, so I might go to -1.
Friend of the pod, David Norris.
Oh, that's a shout. Oh, I'm scared now.
Not bad.
It's got to be around that and around 35.
Sure, yeah. So what has he got for us? About 11, was it? 12, something like that? No, about 8, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember now.
He's playing with Daisy Hill at the moment, apparently.
Mate, he also plays for Wythenshawe Vets. Have you seen who they get?
Oh, is he playing for them, is he?
Yeah. I've seen him in their videos. The amount of decent ex-pros that they've got. Like, bloody hell. Go on, David, serve us one up.
He scored 41 goals in the Championship, which leaves Haz on -6.
Russ is going to get this
Yeah,
then.
because I'm just gonna go Connor shot Nessie.
Hang on, how many you won? 3?
2.
So he's scored 2, hasn't he?
I'm sure it's 2, but he might have got a third. I can't remember.
Even then, you'd have won because he got 1 this season.
He got 1 last season, but did he get another at some point in between? I can't remember.
No, I think you've got it bang on then.
Where were we? Championship.
Is that bang on, Daz?
Bang on.
Tactics for this game.
Bang on. Bang on.
Brilliant. Cheers, Daz, for your disastrous darts.
Welcome.
And now we move on to the best time of the week. Harry's Who Am I?
Right, here we go. You did get last time out, so let's hope you don't this time. Clue number 1. Despite having a 14-year career, I only made 239 appearances, scoring 11 goals.
Until you said scoring, I was like, this has got to be a goalie. Injury-prone player?
So 239 games.
It's not a lot in 14 years, is it? Jesus.
I got 14. So it's what, about 20 games roughly? 17 games a season. So it's not a lot.
No, if you're looking at a player in whichever league they play in, probably average, 40 games a season?
Yeah. So he's played, you never know, maybe he's had 2 or 3 seasons out, which would then say...
He's played less than half of what he should have done by the looks of it. Yeah. Defender, do you think? 11 goals is not a lot. Or a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
Let's go down them lines. Injury prone. I want to think of someone injury prone. Did Andy Orford have no? He had to retire young, didn't he, Andy Orford? I was going to say him, just get out of the way. Andy Orford.
Who can I go with?
The Kit Simons get injured a lot.
Yeah, it's supposed to go Kit Simons.
One day it's going to be Kit Simons, mate, and we're not going to get it.
Right. Clue number 2. I played with Martin Craney, Gabor Yepes, and Ryan Tunnicliffe.
Prick, never said it.
So Ryan Tunnicliffe could have been at Man United, Luton.
Was it G-Pez?
I can't remember who he played for.
Who's that on it over here? It was just some random foreign clubs, wasn't it?
Yeah. Who was the third player again?
We can never remember.
I'm not telling you.
Yes, you are. Don't be
Martin Craney. So it could have been.
Well done.
Could have been at Scummers. Could have been at.
Was it Swansea? Was that?
Swansea,
No, I'm thinking of
Coventry.
Duffy. Sorry. Where else was he?
How many
Coventry?
games? That like John Viafara? No. Not John Viafara, because that couldn't have been, could he? Because he wouldn't have played. Could have played Bagheera.
Well, let's forget his Yipes because we don't know where he's been.
No.
So I think it was Craney and Tunnicliffe.
I think maybe Tunnicliffe might be the player to go with, because I'm pretty sure he's only played for Luton.
Well, they both were at Luton.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a Luton player.
So you've got, Naismith?
Surely he's played. He ain't been around 14 years, is he? I suppose he's getting old now.
Probably has. Because when did we get him? 2016? He'd been playing for Accrington Stanley before that.
Yeah.
But he's played more than that many games, hasn't he? Like, he's not having big injuries.
Where else has been at Luton? I'll just say him just to get out of the way. Carl Naismith.
Who?
Carl Naismith.
Oh, Cal Naismith. No.
Player I'm thinking of, just because he broke his leg at Pompey, is Cameron McGeehan. No. Just because obviously he didn't play a load of games for us that season, so as well when he came here, so I thought that might be limit his games.
Clue number 3. 7 out of the 8 clubs I played for had blue on their home strip.
Oh, Jesus. It's a tough one this week.
So with Martin Craney, he played at Coventry, so he could have played at Coventry with him.
True.
So you've got Mark Minotti.
That was like when we were. I don't think it's like Mark Wilson, do you? Because he fell off, didn't he? He was at Coventry. Did he go to Coventry?
I don't know.
No, he didn't, did he? He went to
Stoke from us, yeah.
Just trying to think of Coventry players, because Craney was there around about what? When we were in the Prem?
Who would Tunnicliffe be playing for?
Did he ever go to Coventry?
Well, the thing is, with Tunnicliffe, could have been the one team that he was playing in red or orange or wherever they play in Luton.
The only player I keep thinking of is fucking Michael Doyle, but he definitely played more than 200 times.
Yeah. Jesus. Played in blue.
Annoying that we have no idea who G-Pez played for.
Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? Who did we get him from?
I thought it was just some random Bulgarian club, no?
No, I think we got him from an English club.
Did we? The only other Coventry player I can think of was Carl Baker, but it can't be him. Because he would have played more than 200 times.
This is a toughie. I don't know. This is a toughie.
Yeah, not even got a sniff of this. I ain't even going to have I'm going to regret this one, do you mean?
Yeah. I've got nothing.
I've got nothing. We're going to have to concede, as. We're going to have to concede.
Conceding.
I don't even have nothing. Don't even have a trial. But can we have Can we have? What do you want, Daz? Obviously we've lost. The clubs they all three played for.
Yeah.
So where do they play with these three players?
Cardiff and Barnsley.
All three of them.
That's where Giepes came from. Cardiff.
Cardiff and
He was
Barnsley.
at Cardiff.
What
Cardiff
about
and who? Sorry.
Barnsley? So did Tunnicliffe play for one of them then? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think Tunnicliffe played for Barnsley. Yeah, and Craney played for Barnsley. I'm sure. McGeehan. Must play for Barnsley.
Greg Halford.
Is it a 2?
Who was that?
Calvin a 2.
Never would have got that in a million years.
No.
That was a good one, Hez, because you absolutely destroyed us.
Good one. Good
Just
one.
how you like it.
And I'm still waiting for Kit Simons every week. Right. Any other business before we end it?
I'm all good.
No, well, good. It's been a long one, isn't it? But
Well, we had a lot to talk about, and it probably will be again on the next one as well. So, thanks guys for joining me as always. Safe travels those going to Middlesbrough Saturday. Hopefully, what would you say would be good? A point out of the next 2 games?
Oh, 2 points.
I don't think it would be terrible if we got a point out of the 2 games, personally. I still think Ipswich should be treated like a cup final.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Why
go
not?
for it.
Why not?
If you lose, you lose. Just don't lose stupidly, though. You know?
Yeah, why not?
Right. Take care, lads. We'll see you next week. Up the Blues.